Hi everyone, Alexis from HomerunMonkey here with Wilson's Glove Guru also to talk about the Pedroia Fit in their Wilson A2K, A2000, and A1K baseball gloves. Also, what is the story behind the Pedroia Fit? What does it mean to have a Pedroia Fit in your baseball gloves?
Hi everybody. I'm also from Wilson Sporting Goods. I will explain about Pedroia Fit. I visited him to design his glove. And he's just like your size, and and I always compare my hand with player. I shake hand like this way, so I can feel width of a hand and size of a hand.
Okay.
So I did that way. Of course, I compare hand to hand this way, or maybe this. Yes, almost same as his hand. Actually, yeah, a little bit bigger, but
like a play
hand.
like him, huh?
So that's why. Okay, maybe you should make a little bit smaller hand opening and also finger divider, because if I toe like this way, you cannot feel good control. So make it lower, so then he can control better. This is normal A2000 1786.
1786. Okay, so his is a 1786,
that's
right?
Based on 86,
right.
We designed his glove and lower finger clutches, and so he can control better.
Right.
And also, we make like this strap here, little smaller, so that he can control also better. See, this and this. We covered a little bit over our level, but this doesn't care for him. I mean, this is the best, smallest possible we can make.
Right, so it's going to be smaller around his wrist, so that way he's got a little bit more control and it's not flopping around from side to side.
That's it, yeah. That's very true. And so he can control better and snag fit. And also, this one is lower height this way, so that he can feel back fingers.
Okay, so it's going to fit along the back curve of his hand a little bit better than a regular 1786, which would have some space between there.
That's right.
Basically, Justin Pedroia has a small hand.
That's right.
And so a youth player will too.
Yeah.
So you designed that kind of with both in mind, so a youth player can now use an A2000.
That's true, yes.
Like the bigger players,
yes.
Get a quality glove without having a huge glove on their hand and not being able to control it.
So that then control better and kind of extension of your hand.
Is there anything else that would come with the Pedroia Fit glove that was specific to Justin Pedroia? Any other features?
For the Pedroia, we just cut off thin heel pad because the catching by heel is for the double play, for instance, moving around and catching and rebound is not good. So that's why we made thinner here. And also, he likes to make a pocket shallower as possible. That's why he put the double lace here. So we not stretch this part too much.
So the base of the pocket will stay more stable and more shallow for quicker transitions?
Yeah, that's what he requested.
So I can't help but notice when you're holding that glove, as opposed to a regular A2000, you can kind of go like this and you see the laces are flopping around, and this doesn't really do that. Why are the laces so much longer?
Actually, when we made his glove, I pounded, and this was kind of stretched out. That's why I did it tighten makes this one kind of this longer lace, and I didn't cut because just intentionally, so he know how we pound it. So I sent that way, he left that way.
Right, so you broke in the glove for him, and you gave it to him like that with the longer laces, but didn't even think about the laces. You just wanted him to see what it looked like broken in.
Yeah.
And he likes laces.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can find that on all Pedroia Fit models?
Yeah, we do like this way. Pedroia Fit like this one, long lace, and also everything as I mentioned before.
Okay, well, thank you for the information and explaining what the Pedroia Fit really is and what we can find on it. And you can find all Pedroia Fit models at HomerunMonkey.com or at any of our Monkey Sports superstores. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.